Welcome to the review of Jak 3. I am XxFergaTroidxX. If you want to see the details of this game, look in the description. The gameplay in Jak 3 is pretty similar to Jak 2, but now we have 2 extra gun mods for each gun, so we give it 12 in total, but these new guns attachments seem pretty pointless. The fact that you can rebound it off walls doesn't really seem doesn't really justify a new attachment. Jak's classic gameplay is back, such as platforming, which is nice. Hoverboarding is there, so it's a decent plethora of gameplay, but I just didn't find most of it fun, so I want to give gameplay a 7.5. The graphics in Jak 3 are marginally the same as they were in Jak 2. I love the animations. There are very nice vistas and, again, no load times. Except for some slow loading doors, for some slow opening doors, but they aren't loading times. So still no loading times. And animations look smooth. It's just that this game looks really really similar to Jak 3, and that's why I'm awarding the graphics only an 8. The lasting appeal in Jak 3 is a little lackluster, because I just wasn't compelled to return to this game because there was of course difficulty issues, not as much as Jak 2, but they were still present. And I just didn't feel compelled to return. And I haven't even completed the main story thanks to that as of April 2013. So I'm going to give Lasting Feel a 6.5. The sound in Jak 3 is pretty good. I love Daxter. Daxter is one of my favorite all-time video game characters. He's just so funny. The buggies that you get to drive around in the game sound great. They sound kind of like some of the vehicles kind of sound like Harley Davidsons. And one of the guns in particular that I won't say sounds lackluster. People who played the game will know. Like, it sounds like really pussy and underpowered. But other than that tiny gripe, I'm gonna give sound a 9. The story in Jak 3 is pretty good. Basically we get to learn of a Daystar, which is basically a giant sun that we believe is gonna wipe out the planet. And Jak will ride across the wastelands. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how he gets to ride in the wastelands because it's a spoiler-free review, but he gets to like this desert wasteland, and then he treks back to Haven City, and then he gets some light Jak powers, which aren't that pointless, I guess. But the story did drive me forward where the gameplay didn't, and that's why I actually got up to the point I am in the story right now. I just can't be stopped. Continue. So I'm gonna give story an 8.5. Yeah, my overall thought on Jak 3 is that I just didn't have much fun with it, and I'm giving it quite a decent score because its sound, story, and graphics are just great, but its gameplay and lasting appeal drag it down into basically which is a perfection of great gameplay that lets down at nearly every turn, but it's still got good gameplay foundation, not like a terrible, and amazing story and graphics and sounds. But I felt let down. I thought Naughty Dog could have learned from their mistakes in Jak 3. But I'm still remaining positive about this game because I know heaps of people enjoyed it, so I'm going to give Jack 3 is 7.9 out of 10. See ya.